Showtime.
Mason.
You're gonna love it. It's another golden oldie.
Well, I thought I made it clear to you
that you love pepperoni, sausage, and extra cheese. I wasn't sure about the mushroom.
You agreed to give me time.
Well, yeah, to decide whether or not you wanted to throw in your lot with me. This has nothing to do with
time
that.
alone, away from your persuasion tactics.
Victoria, if I were going to unduly influence your decision, I'd be showering you with...
Clowns?
One entire circus. Not standing here with a lukewarm pizza.
No, you just changed your tactics. You're playing on my sympathy and on my appetite. Come in.
I knew you couldn't resist.
But not one word about you-know-what.
I promise that the words marriage, engagement, commitment, or proposal will never cross my lips.
Neither will this pizza if you don't behave. I'm gonna go get us some plates, all right?
That's a good idea.
Anybody home? Dad? Mom?
Dad?
Yeah, oh, have I got news for you about Kelly?
Tell me.
Hey, bitch, keep your voice down.
Dad, we can shout if we want to. Gina and Keith Timmons are both marooned at the casino rig.
What happened? What are you talking
about? Well, now, Pearl just told me. He sent them out there, and he just left them stranded. See, Cruz and Eden have been setting this whole thing up, and he just sent them off on this wild goose chase so they'd be free to find Kelly.
You mean they found her? They found her?
No, I don't know for sure. But it looks pretty good.
Oh, we almost gave it up and left. We would have missed you.
I know it. We just got back.
Oh, Kelly, you don't know how good it is to see you again.
Look at you. You look so beautiful.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe I'm back. And I'm with you. I have been dreaming about this every night, Eden.
Is there any chance that you guys were followed?
I don't think so. We were very careful.
Yeah, well, so have we, but that Timmons guy seems to be everywhere.
No, this time we know exactly where Keith is, and Gina, too.
Yeah, we took care of the both of them, for the time being at least, huh, partner?
Will you please get out of there and help us figure out a way to get off this floating crap game?
Fastest way is to jump off. You have my blessing.
I've got a better idea. How do we make a bonfire?
Gee, why didn't I think of that? I guess because I forgot my weenies.
I'm serious, Keith. We could make a fire. It would be a great idea.
Terrific. You even rubbed 2 fingers together. And I am going to tie you up and leave you here.
What's the matter with the idea? It's perfect. Somebody will see it and they'll come and save us.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And the bonfire is going to get so big. It'll get so big it'll burn down around our heads and they'll never find us.
Okay, we'll make a very, very little bonfire.
So little no one will see it.
They'll see the smoke, Keith.
At night?
All right. You've got all the answers. You come up with a better idea.
I have. I'm looking for it.
What's that?
Here. I found it.
What the hell is this?
An inflatable life raft.
Great. It's so big, though. How are you going to get it inflated?
You have the chance to show off your world-famous lungs, darling.
Me?
Oh, I'll help. We have to get to shore before the Capwells whisk Kelly away to another country. Your hot lips. Start blowing.
Take a look at you. You look great.
Nice outfit.
Yeah, no, I feel like a hobo. Tell you, since we've been back to the States, we've been living in a moving van, in the museum, in the stable. I mean, always one step ahead of disaster, though. We made it somehow.
Jeffrey, I want to thank you for what you've done for Mrs.
No kidding. Oh, well, she's the one that got us out of most of our scrapes. I've really just been along for the ride, like a loyal chauffeur should, you know?
No, right. No, if it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have made it. I mean, he's been very brave. Stubborn, but brave.
Hey.
Well, wait, I want to hear about this. Tell me, what's about the moving van?
Oh, there's so much. I don't know where to start. There's a lot I want to hear, too. I mean, is there another reason to celebrate besides me being here? Yeah? Yeah, I knew it. The flowers I sent worked. I knew it.
Well, I think maybe they had a little bit of an effect. I think they got us thinking a little bit. But we're going to have all kinds of times to catch up later. Right now, I think we should use this grace period wisely and come up with some decent way of getting the two of you out of town and out of the country again.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. I have to see the family first, Cruz.
Well, that's just not possible right now. They're being watched.
Well, Eden slipped through.
With great difficulty. By the time Keith gets off that rig, he's going to be out of his mind. It'll be all we can do to get you out of here safely by then.
Yeah, I agree. You know, we've been bloody lucky up until now, but I don't think there's any point in pushing it.
Oh, wait a second. It'd be a shame if Kelly couldn't even just see Mama or Daddy or...
Excuse me, but isn't the point here to be keeping Kelly out of jail?
Exactly.
I'm going to see them.
Look, isn't there just somewhere? Maybe we could sneak everybody up here one by one while Keith's out of the picture.
Every member of your family has a tail on him, with or without Keith in the picture.
Well, then how about if we try to get Kelly in the house?
You know he's got his people covering every square inch of the grounds.
We have to find a way, Cruz.
Eden, it's not worth the risk.
Well, to me it is. I'm going to find a way to do it. If it's by myself, I will.
Kel, I know how you feel.
Well, then don't try and change my mind. I told Jeffrey, and I'm telling you now. I am not going anywhere until I see my family.
See, Pearl didn't know where Cruz and Eden were heading to look for her, so they had to send her out on the island.
They must have been pretty sure themselves that they went to all that trouble to get Keith off their backs.
Right. I agree with you. I just hope they find her, and I just hope she's all right.
No, so what do we do now? We just sit around here and wait?
No, we figure out what to do when they find her and if they when they contact us.
Right. We got to figure out a move, though. We got to get away from Keith's dragnet.
You know what I think? I think that she's probably all right, or they never would have taken the time out to maneuver this plan with Pearl.
Man, all I can think about is Kelly. It's been too damn long.
My darling, I know how much you love her, how close you are to her.
You know, I'm still keeping her apartment for her. In fact, I go over there once a week. I water the plants, air the place out. No, it's true. I just wanted to keep the place the way it was when I got it from her, you know. She said I could hang on to it as long as I needed to. Kelly's always been there for me. She's always seen the best in me.
She's the best in everybody. Brings out the best in everybody. It's part of her beauty, and that's what makes her so special.
Maybe we're getting our hopes too high. I mean, we just might be. Maybe they don't know where she is.
What's wrong?
Thanks a lot for letting me do all the rowing.
Be reasonable. You saw what happened when I tried to row. Come on.
Sure I did. We ran around in circles for 15 minutes and then we almost capsized. I thought you were a big man on the rowing team in college. What happened? Was that another little white lie? Huh?
I didn't row. I was the coxswain.
The what?
I was in charge of the crew. Stroke, stroke.
And all that time, I thought you meant you were having one. You were just showing off, right?
Honey. You gotta admit, though, you did real good. You made great time.
Yeah, only my arms are killing me. I can't lift them above my shoulders. Something to warm me up. How about a brandy? George, a brandy?
You got it?
You want one?
No, milk. I need a clear head.
Milk.
Your head gets any clearer and you'll be transparent.
Listen, drink up if you want to ride home. I gotta make some time. I got some things to do here.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I think I'll just take my time. I think you'll wait as long as necessary. Because you need me a whole lot more than I need you, sweetheart.
How do you figure that?
Very simple. You see, if Cruz and Eden actually did catch up with Kelly, they'll go back and tell the rest of the clan at the Capwell estate. And you want me there in the thick of things so I can pick up all the little bits and pieces. You know how sensitive I am like that.
I do. Thanks.
Randy?
After all, I'm the one that told you something was going on in the first place, that they were probably going to try to smuggle Kelly back into the country. Nobody told me that. My antenna started to vibrate.
When your antenna vibrates, it's something to behold. I've been there.
Oh, shut up, Keith. You know what I'm talking about. Why can't you just admit that you need me? You know you do. And if you don't start admitting it, I'll cut you off with all the inside information and everything else.
Okay, you win. As much as I hate to admit it, I need you. Heaven help me.
So Mama wanted to go away for the 6 months, you know, just to get away from all this, but Daddy wouldn't let her. he also said he couldn't get through all the stuff with her gone, so she stayed.
Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, Eden and I have been living with this guilt, knowing that I was the reason for their separation.
Oh, no, you should see them. I mean, they're so happy. Wait till you see them.
I can't wait. Now, what about Ted and Mason? What's Mason?
Well, okay, Ted and Haley are living in the house, and Ted is standing up to Daddy about 3 times a day, so they're getting along better than ever. And for a while there, Dad and Mason sort of called a truce.
Is it still on?
No, of course not. I mean, you know, when they get close, they sort of pull apart, but I don't know, Gina's hatefulness has sort of been a common bond for all of us, her and this stupid contract.
I know that if I go back now, it'll take months until all this is over.
No, you don't see. See, when the kidnapping plan fell through, I mean, we all got together and we tried to think of a new plan to get the tape away from Gina. One way or the other, you're going to be home in a few weeks.
Well, what is it?
Well, we decided what we'd do is we'd work on the weak spot of Gina. Money.
Oh.
So we set up this embezzlement scheme.
That's it. That's it. That's perfect. Cruz here has just come up with the most fantastic idea. The man is a genius.
Now, wait, well, tell me that again after we all get out of jail.
Well, do we get to hear what it is? Come on.
Now, you can hear, but this is so ridiculously tough to pull off. I don't know what the hell I'm doing even thinking about this.
Well, tougher than what you and I did with Keith?
Yeah, it means the whole family would have to work together as a unit for a change, plus we'd have to get a lot of help from outside. But it's the only way I could think of to get you in there for a brief visit and then have a chance of getting you out again.
I'm willing to try anything.
All right, the thing is, the way we have to approach this kind of thing is like it was some kind of performance. And we're all going to have parts to play. And we better play them well.
Haley is on our side, Dad.
There's too much at stake to take a chance.
On my wife? Dad, I have given you my word that you can trust her. Now, isn't that enough?
In certain circumstances, it would be, but it isn't now, so let's drop it.
Look, you're going to have to forgive us, but this is a very frightening and precarious situation.
Oh, for me too, Mom. Now, we just talked about Kelly. You know how I feel about her. Haley would never sell out on us, Dad. You know that. She never would. And I am sick and tired of the way you guys are treating her like this.
I think Haley understands what I'm talking about and agrees with me. If she didn't, she would be arguing with you. Am I right, Haley?
I do understand, but I'm not keeping quiet because I agree. It really doesn't matter what I say or what I do because you will think what you want to think and believe what you want to believe. I am Gina's niece, so therefore I am a traitor.
You have to admit there were many occasions when you went over to the other camp. Even on Thanksgiving, you left Ted in the lurch.
Because I really didn't feel like listening to you tear her apart. That's not my idea of Thanksgiving.
And if we happen to be insensitive on future occasions, will you then again switch allegiances or what?
It is possible to feel sorry for somebody and not become their spy for them or betray their confidence to them. This is ridiculous. I really am tired of justifying myself to all of you.
Haley, wait a minute. Now, I'm going to tell you about all this.
Look, I really don't care anymore, okay? I don't want to be involved.
I don't blame you for feeling this way, but I cannot go along with this. Look, this would just pull us further apart. Now, you can't go along with that. You don't want that to happen, do you?
No.
Dad, I'm going to tell her about this because I believe it's the right thing to do, and if you cannot handle that, then I don't think I belong in this house.
I apologize for excluding you. You just have to understand where we are emotionally about Kelly.
I won't do anything to jeopardize her safety.
All right.
Okay, Eden and Cruz. I think they may have found Kelly, and we're just trying to figure out a way to see her.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, thank you for telling me. Maybe I can even help.
You know, as soon as we figure out a plan, definitely.
Eden,
Hey, what happened, sweetheart?
I saw her, and she's fine. She's wonderful.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead. What's going on?
Well,
No, it's okay.
She and Jeffrey Conrad are at the Abernathy stables.
What? Wait, the Abernathy stables, that's where I work. That's like 20 minutes from here.
Enough time to Keith and his people to follow us, too.
Well, no. Cruz has found a way and thought up a way that we can avoid all of that.
We'll go on. How?
Well, all of us would have to be involved in this one.
Yeah, Mason Cathro, please. Oh, looks like I'm a little late. I'll call back. Yeah, thanks.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. You come back in through the window?
Oh, I came down the chimney. Oh, guys. Good to see you. Make yourselves at home. Take a load off. Leroy, hi, Danny. How you doing? What do you want, Keith?
Cruz, where you been for the last few hours?
Been around? Where you been?
I don't know. You know, I've been in an oil rig in the middle of the channel. Can you imagine that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so strange. What are we doing out there?
I think I was giving you time to hook up with Kelly. You know, I really didn't like you setting me up like that.
Well, we all have our pet peeves. You take a nice, easygoing guy like me. You know, it really gets my dander up sometimes when I feel like I'm being followed like a common criminal.
Did you make contact with Kelly?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe if we change the locale, it'll jog your memory. Cuff him.
On what charge?
Oh, why don't we try, the same old saw, obstructing justice.
Go ahead. Make yourself... You have a party, guys. Good luck.
You can count on it. I can get you. I can get Kelly.
I get a phone call.
Go to it. Want to play this by the book? Who are you calling? C.C. Capwell?
Close. Mason Capwell. My attorney.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Because of the baby?
No, because of the pizza. I'm stuffed.
No, there's only one slice left. We can't waste it.
No, you eat it.
Oh, no, I'm too full, but you're eating for 2.
Come on, I already ate for like 10 or 12. You know how many slices I had?
No, who's counting? Come on, I'll split it with you. It's bad luck to leave it.
I never heard that one.
Well, it's an old Irish belief.
They had pizza in Ireland.
Yeah, after the Italians invaded.
The Italians invaded Ireland? When did this happen?
In 1066. Nobody noticed because the Normans were hogging the headlines. Come on and humor me.
What is this? A power struggle?
Yeah, that's it. You give in on this one and I'll give in on all the others.
Seems to me that something is going on here.
Eat it and find out.
What is this?
Well, oysters have pearls. I didn't see why pepperonis couldn't have diamonds.
You know, this is the biggest diamond I have ever seen. It's very beautiful.
I thought you'd like it.
Is this your way of not pressuring me?
Well, I haven't said any of those forbidden words that I promised I wouldn't say. Perfect fit.
It's really very beautiful.
Keep it on while you're making your decision. It'll represent me while I'm out of sight.
Oh, I don't think you need anything or anyone to represent you. Now I see why you don't lose many of your cases. Excuse me. My goodness. Hello? Yes, he's here. Yeah, hold on.
Hello? Are you sure you got that message right? Cruz Castillo needs a lawyer?
Right. Well, it isn't my little family. Hope I didn't keep you all up waiting and worrying about me.
No, you didn't, Gina.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. I would hate for that to have happened.
My goodness, what do we have here? Did you happen to get caught in a hurricane, or did you happen to have another day with Timmons?
You know what? You should consider a second career as a stand-up comedian.
I could do some routine on you. Will you excuse us?
Wait, Haley, please, can I talk to you?
I'll be out in a minute, Ted. What is it?
I think my antenna's picking up something. Did Eden see Kelly?
Well, if she did, she didn't tell me about it.
Well, I think she did. And I think she's arranging for the rest of the family to meet with little sister.
I don't know, Gina. I don't know.
Come on, Haley. When I came in, I saw you sitting over there talking with them. What were you doing? Talking about the weather?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we were talking about how nice it's been lately.
So they've brainwashed you, huh? Okay. Have it your way. Don't tell me anything. Because I can figure out everything I need to know on my own. Everybody's too happy around here. And Cece seems way too confident. I think Keith must be right. Cece's in touch with her. He's planning to see Kelly. I'm gonna give Keith a call.
How'd I do?
Great. She swallowed the hook along with the bait.
I'm going home. I am finally going home. I can't believe it.
There are a few obstacles to overcome at first, of
Just
course.
to have that feeling of being surrounded by people that love you and who care for you. I mean, they'd do anything in the world for each other.
Now, it sounds like a storybook family.
Oh, we're far from that. I mean, if you only knew the bitter times we've been through. But the wonderful times supersede all that.
They're very fortunate, you know that?
Yeah, I am. I mean, didn't I tell you that they would find a way to get the tape from Gina, didn't I? They did it, and it was brilliant.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Jeffrey, I'll tell you, I don't know how many times I was thinking about giving up. But I know now that it was worth it, every minute. I mean, it's almost over. I've got, what, the last few weeks just to hide out somewhere safe.
And where do you think that'll be?
I don't know, it could be anywhere. I mean, Daddy's got friends all over the world. And I know it's going to be lonely again, but you know, I don't care this time.
No, not when you have such bright prospects ahead of you.
What's wrong? I thought you'd be happy. I mean, you have fulfilled your obligation, now you get your big reward.
Nothing's wrong. I'm just a little tired, that's all. But you know, I sure as hell I'm going to revel in that reward. It's going to change my life.
Well, you deserve it. I mean, you sure worked hard enough.
You bet I did. You bet I did. I just hope that the amount lives up to my expectations.
I'm sure Daddy won't let you down. I also hope that, you're not just in this for the money.
Yeah, well, I did get a bit fond of my wayward charge. And of course, I wouldn't want to see an innocent person go to jail, but, you know, when it comes down to it, we all got to look after number one, don't we?
Again.
First, I went to the grocery store.
What'd you buy?
Quart of milk, loaf of bread.
I suppose if I checked in your kitchen, I would find those items, wouldn't I?
Undoubtedly.
I'll do that. What then?
Went to the cleaners, picked up a pair of pants, dark blue.
Go ahead.
Then I went to the wharf, took a short sail with Eden.
To go over the rainbow to find a pie in the sky. I'll tell you what you did. You went in your bedroom, you jumped out the window, met Eden at a prearranged place, and hightailed to see Kelly. Did you meet her?
No, I didn't.
You wouldn't tell me if you did, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm gonna throw you in jail.
You can't, because you gotta prove that I did something wrong, Keith.
Can you prove why you were with us last few hours?
I don't have to.
Well. I'll just keep you here until you tell me. Where is the Catwell girl?
You mean Eden?
I'm trying to hit you.
Well, Keith, if the public knew how you were throwing their money around. Actually, I may just hold a press conference and tell them myself. You okay, Cruz?
Never been better, Mason.
If I were you, I'd advise my client to cooperate. He's in big trouble.
That trouble with a capital T? What are the charges?
Obstructing justice.
You have evidence?
I had him under surveillance. He jumped out the window and left for a few hours.
I repeat, you have evidence that my client obstructed justice?
He constructed an elaborate plot to lure me out to the casino while he made contact with Kelly.
I repeat.
Come on, you're in on this too. You're not getting through with it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stop you.
If you're through questioning my client, Keith, I'd appreciate your releasing him.
Hell, I will. I'm gonna arrest him.
Do I have to remind you of the consequences of false imprisonment? If you did that with no grounds whatsoever, I'd file a civil suit against you, take you for everything you're worth, probably get you kicked out of office again. Wouldn't I like that?
Get out of here, the both of you.
Castillo.
you ever get in my way again, one way or the other, I'm going to get some proof. I'm going to lock you up. And that is a solemn promise.
I heard it before.
I said it before.
You'll say it again.
Enjoyed that. You want to tell me what's going on?
What you heard, Eden and I went and saw Kelly.
You saw her?
Yeah, she's fine. But she's got this crazy idea that she's not leaving town until she sees her family again. She's adamant about it. So against my better judgment, I came up with this little plan in which you, my friend, are going to play a big part. Come on.
District Attorney's Office. Just a moment.
Yeah, put her on. What do you got, Gina?
I'm sure something happened when we were stuck out on that rig. Now, I think Eden and Cruz managed to contact Kelly, and now the rest of the family's trying. Cece.
Treacherous, meddlesome tramp. You spying for your lover? Or is he your eunuch?
No, I was just
You're just trying to destroy my family. Like you have been all these years, ever since I laid eyes on you.
Look, what do you expect me to do? You cut me out of this family. I have to make friends on the outside.
Vipers don't have friends! They just have prey, is all they have. Don't you understand?
Cece, just calm down. Calm down.
Calm down? You haven't got an ounce of decency or compassion in you. Sometimes it's too much to give a damn about whether you or you give us the tape just to have a moment with Kelly. I'd like to...
What pills? Where are your pills? Cece, oh my God! What have you done to him?
Yeah, what is it?
Do anything. Call an ambulance, Ted, right away.
Gina, I want you to get his pills. They're in his nightstand beside his bed. Gina, get his pills! It's all right, baby. It's all right. We're gonna get help. I want you to hold on. Hold on, honey. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
I'll tell you, once all this is over, I am never going to have to wait again.
How do you suppose you're going to manage that?
By making things happen myself. I mean, I have been too dependent on everybody to take care of me. I mean, you even said so. It sounded ungrateful, didn't it? I didn't mean for it to. I am very, very grateful for everybody that's done anything, and especially you.
Oh, thanks, but as you know, I had my reasons.
Yeah, you had your reasons, and I also know that money can't buy the kind of commitment you gave. It's the kind of person you are, Jeffrey.
Well, I'm not as sure as you are what kind of person I am, but I do know that this adventure of ours has been a very special time for me. In some ways, I'm kind of sorry to see it end. Does that sound crazy?
No, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, it's been a time out of time, you know? We have been disconnected from everything in the world but each other.
Yeah, that's it. I've gotten used to being a fugitive. I've also almost forgotten certain goals I have in life.
Well, Jeffrey, you know you're still a fugitive as long as I am. You can't just pick up where you left off. Where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I haven't thought it over yet.
You know, I could ask Daddy to send you with me. I mean, you could be my bodyguard.
Yeah, well, wherever I go, I'm gonna have to get my mind back on track. I have some unfinished business to take care of. As soon as you're safely back under your father's roof, I'm gonna have to go back to that.
Does this unfinished business have anything to do with my family?
And what makes you think that?
That ring of yours is some part of it too, isn't it?
Hurry up, he's right here.
Well, don't run off, Gina. I have some questions to ask you.
Stop looking at me that way. We were just talking.
Talking, huh?
All right, so we had a little misunderstanding. He just fell apart. He fell to the ground, but I didn't do anything. It wasn't my fault.
What's happening?
I want you out of here.
What is this? A ruse to get a better parking place? Oh, what's happened to him?
He had a heart attack. 1 minute he was yelling at me, and the next minute he was crumpled on the floor.
Dan, keep surveillance around this house. Leroy, get a detachment of police to follow the Capitals to the hospital.
For once, I'm totally lost, Keith. What does this mean to us?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You act as though I want him to die, Keith.
Well, it would solve a lot of problems.
Wouldn't solve my money worries. Wouldn't have any. Certainly isn't going to leave me anything in his will.
Yeah, come on, you still have your contract, girl. Family has to honor that, and if they fiddle with it, just get yourself a good lawyer.
Keep it in mind. Meanwhile, I'm just worried about Cece. Shouldn't be here. He's my husband.
That's the reason he's in here fighting for his life. Because of all the pain that you've caused him, it should be you in there instead of him.
Mama, why don't we go over here and not bother with Gina? Okay? Yeah.
Sure. Ignore Gina. Or be rude to her. After all, isn't it company policy?
Dial 7321. Victoria, how did you find out?
I heard on the newscast.
Well, I would have called you.
No, it's okay. Is he all right?
We don't know yet.
I'm afraid his condition is very grave. We've done everything we can, but his vital signs continue to weaken.
Are you telling us he's gonna die?
I'm sorry.
Well, how long does he have to live?
Well, we doubt very much if he'll make it through the night.
The caveman returns with his kill.
Ooh, ooh, cave woman's stomach growls hungry. Ooh.
Here you go. I have an apology to make to you. I haven't been very sincere or very honest about what I said about the reward. That's not the main reason why I stayed with you.
I know. It's okay.
Well, I had to say it. I mean, we've had some pretty rough moments along the way, but we've also had some great times as well. I think what I'm trying to say is that I don't regret any of it. Except perhaps, slamming that piano lid on the... I tried his fingers. There is one thing I do regret, though. That I haven't been more honest and open with you about why I'm here and about the ring.
Able or willing?
Hey, I don't like being a mystery. Yet there are certain things that you wouldn't understand about who I am and what I'm after.
Why don't you try me, Jeffrey?
No. No, you're gonna have to trust me on this one. Now, I am gonna make a toast in 100% pure well water. To Kelly. To her bright and shining future.
And I have a toast for you.
Ah.
To you. To you for making my problems your problems. And for not giving up. For not giving up on me. And I'm glad that I got to know you. The part I got to know.
Yeah, well, that's lovely. Thanks. Now, let's eat. There you go. There is something I forgot to say.
What?
gonna miss you.
He wants to see you now. I realize that it won't matter to you, Timmons, but I and my family find your presence here offensive, totally inappropriate.
You know the job of district attorney isn't a pleasant one, as well as anyone. I don't want to offend anybody. I just have to keep tabs on the Catwells, and all the Catwells seem to be here.
Just stay out of my way.
Eden, I'm very sorry about your father.
What are you doing here, Victoria?
She heard about it on the news. She's just concerned, that's all.
Eden, I just heard I got it as soon as I can.
Let's go, Victoria. I'll take you home.
No, well, I was just going to stay for a minute. I just wanted to see you. I know you have to stay.
No, let's go.
I don't understand your father.
You will when I explain it to you.
Dr. Steele report from maternity. Dr. Steele.
They will know.
Maternity.
Fine.
Okay.
I just checked at the nurse's station. He's dying.
His last request will probably be for the tape.
I don't know. They said that he wants to see each one of his children now.
Each one of his children? And Mr. Kelly's gonna be here. What a break! Yeah.
You are a cold-blooded ghoul, aren't you, Keith?
Yeah. It's lucky I'm so cute.
You think you can stay for maybe a little while? I mean, I know you got to get back to the hospital.
Yeah, well, I told you I would explain.
Oh, no, really. There's no need to explain anything. You can do that later. How about a drink? I mean, on this occasion, I think maybe...
No,
it's okay.
no, thanks, really. I just want to gather my thoughts and then tell you something.
Well, I think I know what you want to tell me. I know you've been very angry with your father lately. And now that he's very, very sick, you're probably feeling guilty. But Mason, don't do that. You've been a very good son to him.
That's very kind of you, Victoria. It's not exactly what I was driving at.
Well, whatever it is, you can tell me later whenever you're ready. But I have something that I'd like to tell you right now. I think it might make things easier for you.
What's that?
I have an answer for you, Mason. The answer's yes. I will marry you.
Dr. Frank Bueller. Nurse Anderson.
Thank you.
Nurse Anderson, second.
Hey, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Look, I'm not going to pretend that Cece and I had anything going between us the past few months. But the first time around, when I married him, I really loved him. I mean, I had such high hopes. I can't believe that man who was so strapping and healthy is laying in there dying. I feel terrible about it.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Getting any vibrations from him?
Well, she seems pretty upset, but this probably just reminds her of her own father's death.
Could be.
Why?
Well, I was just noticing that she's not giving much, support to the young scion, her little hubby. And I got the distinct impression she doesn't want to be here.
Who does?
Well, most of them make the best of it.
Look, what are you getting at?
Just testing my antenna.
I think it's time we called Reverend Morrissey.
I'll call him.
I want to go in and be with Cece now.
All right,
Yes, Reverend. This is Eden Capwell. I'm sorry to call you so late, but
There's an emergency. My father is ill, and we would like it if you come down to the hospital. Yes, Reverend, it's a shock to us all.
Are Gina and Keith buying it? It's working.
Everything's going to be all right now.
Now, say this one more time.
Dad's heart attack was all a ruse. He's in perfect health. We set it up to fool Keith Timmons.
Now, wait a minute. Am I losing my mind? I was at the hospital. Sophia was crying. The doctor came out of ICU.
The doctor is an actor from a local group. Sophia, if you'll recall, used to be an actor. You see, Victoria, we know where Kelly is, but we have no way of getting to her as long as Keith is in the way, so we had to figure out a way to get around him. What you saw was the first step in a very complicated plan. Now, I know it seems unconventional to you, but we're desperate right now, Victoria. I didn't even find out about the plan until after I left here. I didn't know you were going to be at the hospital. I was going to explain to you later.
Oh, how considerate of you.
But don't be angry.
Yes, I'm angry. You made a fool out of me. You let me go on about your grief and your guilt.
No, I tried to explain.
Oh, you did not. You wanted me to feel sorry for you so I would marry you.
That's not true.
Go on back to the hospital. You're going to miss your final curtain call.